Hello student, in this lecture also we will discuss problems based on multinomial. So first problem of today's lecture is, in how many ways can we get a sum greater than 16 by throwing 5 distinct dice? So this problem we have to solve. Now solution. So according to problem we want, in how many ways can we get a sum greater than 16 by using 5 distinct dice? Okay, so according to problem we have 5 distinct dice. So we can take D1 first dice, D2, D3, D4, D5. So these are the 5 distinct dice. Okay, suppose if you roll first dice, then you are getting x1. Okay, now for x1 what are the possibilities are there? Okay, so x1 can be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Okay, so for x1 we have 6 possibilities. Similarly, if you roll d2, then we are getting x2. Okay, for x2 also we have same possibilities, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so we have 6 possibilities. Similarly, if you roll d3, then also we have 6 possibilities. So in d3 we are getting x3. So for x3 also we have 6 possibilities. If you roll d4, then we are getting x4. For x4 also we are having 6 possibilities. And similarly, if you roll d5, then we are getting x5. And for x5 also we have 6 possibilities. So we can say that xi. Okay, xi we are getting if you roll di. Okay, if you are rolling di dice. And xy can be 1 2 3 4 5 6, where I is what? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so from here we can say that x1 x2 x3 x4 x5 can be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Okay, in this problem we want, in how many ways can we get sum greater than 16? Okay, so we want sum greater than 16. Okay, so x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5, this summation we want greater than 16. Okay, now if you roll these 5 dice, minimum summation should be what? Okay, so if I tell minimum summation, okay, so in first dice we should get minimum number, that is 1. In second dice also we should get minimum number, that is 1. Similarly in third also we should get 1. Similarly here also we should get 1, and similarly fifth dice also we should get 1. So what will come? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So we'll get 5. So minimum summation is what? 5. Okay, maximum summation. Maximum sum. That means in every dice we should get maximum number. So here in x1 we should get 6. x2 also we should get 6. x3 also we should get 6. x4 also we should get 6. And x5 also we should get 6. Okay, that means maximum summation is what? 6 into 5, that is 30. Okay, maximum summation is what? 30. And minimum summation is what? 5. Okay, now we have to solve this problem. If it is less than 16 we can solve easily, but it is greater than 16. So how to solve? So for finding this one, first we are finding total case. Okay, okay, in total case we'll get every summation, minimum summation 5 to maximum summation 30. Okay, so first we are finding total case. Now how to find out total case? So we are rolling 5 dice. Okay, so if you roll first dice, then you are getting x1. For x1 how many possibilities are there? There are 6 possibilities. So we have to write here 6. Now we have to multiply, because your task is not over. You have to roll all the 5 dice. Now we are rolling d2 dice. If you roll d2 dice, you are getting x2. For x2 we have 6 possibilities. So we have to multiply here 6 into. Similarly, if you roll d3, then you are getting x3. For x3 also we have 6 possibilities. So we have to multiply 6. Again multiplication. If you roll d4, we are getting x4. For x4 also we have 6 possibilities. So we have to multiply 6 into. If you roll d5, we are getting x5. For x5 also we have 6 possibilities. So we have to multiply 6. Okay, so if you multiply this one, we'll get 6 power 5. So this is total case. Okay, in total case we'll get every summation 5 to 30. Okay, but we want summation should be greater than 16. So what you will do, from total case From total case, if you subtract summation of 5 dice is less than or equal to 16, because we want greater than 16, so we are subtracting when summation is less than, we want greater than, so here will come equal to also, so less than or equal to 16. Okay, so from total case if you subtract this one, so we'll get number of cases where sum is greater than 16. Okay, so total case we got, that is 6 power 5. 6 power 5 minus, we have to subtract when summation is less than or equal to 16. So this we have to find out. So for finding this one, we'll use multinomial. So we have to find out x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is less than or equal to 16. Okay, so we have to find out total solution of this equation. Okay, so we have to find total solution of this equation. Equation is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is less than or equal to 16, where x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 belongs to either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So we have 6 possibilities. Okay, now what you will do, we have to solve this equation. Okay, so here we have less than or equal to 16, so we have to use dummy variable. Okay, so we are using dummy variable t. So we are using dummy variable t. Okay, if you use dummy variable t here, so what will come? x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus t, and that is equals to 16. We want this summation should be less than or equal to 16. Okay, so here if t is 0, then this summation is what? 16. So t should be greater than or equal to 0. If t is 1, then this summation is what? 15. So we want this summation should be less than or equal to 16. So 15 also valid. Okay, if t is 2, then this summation is what? 14. Okay, then maximum values of t should be what? Okay, we know that minimum summation of x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is what? 5. Okay, so when this summation is 5, then t value what will come? 16 minus 5, that is 11. So maximum value of t should be 11. Okay, and we can say that t belongs to integer. Okay, so we have to find out solution of this equation, so we'll use multinomial. Okay, so first term is what? X1. Okay, and x1 can be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, when x1 is 1, so what will come here? 1 will come, so what will it? Alpha. Okay, when x1 is 2, then here what will come? 2 will come, so what will it? Alpha square. Plus when x1 is 3, then here what will come? 3 will come, so we'll write alpha cube. When x1 is 4, then here what will come? 4 will come, so we'll write alpha power 4. When x1 is 5, then here what will come? 5 will come, so what will write? Alpha power 5. When x1 is 6, then here what will come? 6 will come, so what will write? Alpha power 6. Okay, for x2 also we'll get same case, for x3 also same case, for x4 also we'll get same equation, for x5 also we'll get same equation, so what will write? Here we'll write power 5. Okay, next term is what? T. Okay, and t is what? Greater than equal to 0, less than equal to 11. When t is 0, so what will come here? 0 will come, so what will it? Alpha power 0. When t is 1, so here what will come? 1 will come, so what will it? Alpha. If t is 2, then here what will come? 2 will come, so what will it? Alpha square. When t is 3, then here what will come? 3 will come, so what will it? Alpha cube. And maximum value of t should be what? 11. So if t is 11, so here what will come? 11 will come, so what will it? Alpha power 11. Okay, so this will come. Now here we have to find out this summation should be 16. Then in this equation we have to find out coefficient of alpha power 16 in above equation. Okay, in above equation. So we have to find out coefficient of alpha power 16 in this equation. Okay, so first we have to simplify this one. So this is what? GP series. Okay, so what we will do, first term is what? Alpha. Common ratio is alpha. Okay, and term is what? From alpha to alpha power 6, so we have 6 term. So first term is what? Alpha in bracket 1 minus common ratio is what? Alpha. Okay, and how many terms are there? There are 6 terms. So alpha power 6 divided by 1 minus common ratio, that is alpha, and whole power what will come? 5. Okay, similarly we have to simplify this one. Okay, so this is also GP series. Okay, how many terms are there? Alpha power 0 to alpha power 11. So we have 12 terms. Okay, so first term is what? 1. So first term is what? 1 in bracket 1 minus common ratio is what? Alpha, and total term is what? 12. So alpha power 12 divided by 1 minus alpha. Okay, so in this equation we have to find out coefficient of alpha power 16. Okay, so we have to find a coefficient of alpha power 16 in this equation. So what will come? We want coefficient of alpha power 16. If you simplify this one, what will come? We will get alpha power 5 in bracket. This we can write what? 1 minus alpha power 6 to the whole power 5, and denominator 1 minus alpha. So this we can write 1 minus alpha power minus 5. Okay, and this one is as it is 1 minus alpha power 12, and denominator 1 minus alpha. So what will come? 1 minus alpha power minus 1. So this will come. So in this equation we want coefficient of alpha power 16. So we have to find coefficient of alpha power 16 in this equation. So here we have alpha power 5. That means from here we have to find out coefficient of, okay, 16 minus 5, that is 11. So we have to find out coefficient of alpha power 11, because 11 plus 5 is what? 16. Okay, so we have to find out in this equation we have to find out coefficient of alpha power 11. Okay, so we want coefficient of alpha power 11 in this equation. Okay, so equation is 1 minus alpha power 6 to the power 5. Okay, this one is what? 1 minus alpha power minus 5, and here also 1 minus alpha power minus 1. So what will come? 1 minus alpha power minus 6, and this one is what? 1 minus alpha power 12. 1 minus alpha power 12. Okay, so in this equation we want coefficient of alpha power 11. So what will come? We want coefficient of alpha power 11. Okay, so this we have to expand. Okay, so if you expand this one, what will come? First term is what? 5c 0. Okay, second term is what? Minus 5c1 alpha power 6. Okay, third term is plus 5c2 alpha power 6 whole square. Okay, we want coefficient of alpha power 11. Okay, so here we are getting alpha power is what? 12 we are getting. Okay, so we can neglect this one. So we are neglecting this one, because if you take this term we will not get alpha power 11. Okay, so only 2 terms we have to take. Okay, next term is not required. Okay, and here is what? 1 minus alpha power 12. Okay, here also we can neglect alpha power 12. Okay, so only what will remaining? 1 is remaining. Okay, so we can neglect alpha power 12. So here what will come? 1 only will come. So remaining is what? 1 minus alpha power minus 6. Okay, that means we have to find out coefficient of alpha power 11 in this equation. Okay, so 1 minus alpha power minus 6 we can take inside. So what will come? We want coefficient of alpha power 11. So this will come out 5c0 1. So what will come? 1 minus alpha power minus 6 minus 5c1 is what? 5 alpha power 6 into 1 minus alpha power minus 6 in bracket. Okay, now we are finding coefficient of alpha power 11. Okay, here we have to remember one important point, that is in the expansion 1 minus x power minus n. In this one, if you want to find out coefficient of x power r, that is n plus r minus 1 cr. Okay, so that is coefficient of x power r in this expansion, that is n plus r minus 1 cr. So this formula we have to remember. So what will come? So we want coefficient of alpha power 11 in this equation. Okay, so here r is what? 11. So what will come? Equal to 6 plus 11 minus 1 c 11 minus 5. Here we have alpha power 6. That means from here we have to find out alpha power 5. So r is what? 5. N is 6. So what will come? 6 plus 5 minus 1 c 5. Okay, so coefficient of alpha power 11 equal to 11 plus 6 is what? 17. 17 minus 1 is 16. 16c 11 minus 5 into 6 plus 5 is what? 11. 11 minus 1 is what? 10. 10c 5. This is coefficient of alpha power 11. Okay, and solution of this equation is nothing but this one only, 16c11 minus 5 into 10c5. Okay, and we want total number of way where sum is greater than 16. So that is nothing but total case minus solution of this equation. So what will come? 6 power 5 minus in bracket solution of this equation is what? This one. So what will come? 16c11 minus 5 into 10c5. Okay, this one is your answer. Okay, so total case where sum is greater than 16 is what? This one.